here, but thank you guys so much. We went out tonight, walked the dogs. I think that they're used to the summer motion. It's just like the kids are wanting to get out there. So many fun things going on, and you know that they are just absolutely loving it. So, kids, pets, but are you parents loving it? So, tell me, do you have any fun summer plans? Because we had so many children, we were a little bit more of the staycation folks. I know some people are like, oh, we took our kids to Disney every year. I think my kids have been twice. Maybe they're the family who was like, we decided to have more children than we had budget. We decided to stay at home and make our home the place to be. We went within our backyard, so we never had to stay in a hotel. Maybe we had pets. You know what my husband grew up with? Farm animals. And so those farm animals, he really wasn't able to go very far because who was going to take care of the livestock? So I learned that lesson. And after we got engaged, when we were 19 years old, I went and lived with them on the farm for a summer with his parents, which taught me so much about staycation, summer sitting in lawn chairs out in the driveway. I mean, it was on a farm, but I realized the joy of that, playing cards, crickets, fishing, all those things. And I grew up in the city. So, our families blended, and now we're kind of a little bit of blend of both. But what do you do with your summer, and what are you doing with your summer? So, super fun. So, today we are going to be sharing some great tips on how to stay calm and copa on. So, one of the things I want to share with you are different ways that we can find our calm naturally this summer with Jordan Essentials. And as a mom of four who went through years and years and years of summers out, I was a stay at home mom, a working mom, summers out, summer school, driving school, birthdays, so much going on with our summertime. So, let's talk about that. Summer stress is something that happens to everybody. The shift changes from the routine of school and the school bus or the school year. The seasons change, the weather changes. Maybe you're spending more time with your grandchildren. Maybe your work schedule changes. But I want to help you find calm, joy, and better sleep this season. I'm Nancy Bogart, owner and founder, NAHA certified aromatherapist with Jordan Essentials, founded 26 years ago. So I love essential oils and what they do for us. God gave us these great oils to be able to take care of ourselves, to find less stress in our life, along with other great things. So sleep is important because your schedule's upside down. Travel schedules, hotels, kids home from school, disrupted routines. This is some stressful. What is your most stress? What stress happens to you during the summer month? Are you stressed out just listening to me? Maybe it's a lack of routine and you're a routine person. Maybe it's you're not getting the sleep. Maybe you're trying to fit everything. Maybe you got mom guilt, right? And so this summer for us, every summer we got ready for our company's convention. So I felt a little guilty that I'd spend so much time at work getting ready for convention that our summer got away from us and then went around. Now my kids all work there and we spend all of our time together, so it's awesome. Did you know that nearly 75% of, and you guys can give me some hearts and some thumbs up, 75% of adults reported moderate to high levels of stress. Now, there's good and bad stress, and I'm right up there with, I'd say yes, I experience moderate to high levels of stress, and I love it, but it's not always good for me, right? About half of Americans report significant daily stress, and they didn't say good or bad stress, but this is most people experiencing some sort of stress on their body that's not healthy. And a third of Americans get less than the recommended 7 hours of sleep. I'm an 8 girl. When my kids were little, I didn't get that much. I was a lot more, especially when they were teenagers. But more than half of Americans report having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early, according to Fortune magazine. I find these statistics really, really alarming, knowing there's so much we can do about it. So let's go ahead and start with the effects of stress: your mood, your energy, your patience, your focus. And now your kids are at home, or your schedule has changed, or your work relationship, or sleep, or the hours, or the sun, and when the sun goes down. I love not having daylight savings time. Is that the right way to say it? And of course, the people who feel it the most when we're stressed are the people who love us. So let's talk about some of these stress triggers. That busy schedule, less routine, more screen time, how to limit screen time, later bedtimes, kids saying they're bored, and vacations. Let's get to some solutions. First of all, I'm going to recommend that you reduce decision fatigue. This helped me so much year after year. I've been married 37 years. My oldest child is 33. So trust the sageness here. So, all of these decisions. So, plan your meals for tomorrow. Set out the clothes, even if it's the swimsuit and, the joggers or whatever it's going to be. Just for you, make yourself a simple to do list. And I know it's kind of funny, but I got to give you this little plug on subscribing to a little box of joy every month this summer. This one is going to be our summer essentials for June. And you get this Island Glow body butter, which is like a vacation in a tube. It smells so yummy with coconut, peach, and mango. Then we did a matching leave-in conditioner. So good for your hair, your husband's beard, his hair, kids' hair, pet's hair. And it's a nice conditioning. So after you shower, leave it in your hair to keep it from getting the summer crunchies. A little Hydro Glow toner. This toner is so yummy, full of peptides. It's going to keep your face hydrated. Stick in your bag, your purse, a little carrying case, everything you need. And then we gave you a special pampering treat. These boxes every single month are $30, a $40 value. And when you have a subscription, shipping is free. So this is your treat for yourself. This is on a schedule. This is automatically shipped to you. And this month, we're going to give you a $5 gift certificate to go in, get whatever you want to whenever you get your box. So the box that keeps on giving. Every month, our box is our most popular item. Last month, we did the bug box. This month is the Island Glow June summer kickoff, summer skin essentials that I think you are absolutely going to love. So take a look at how you can really take a moment for yourself every single month, because when we take care of ourselves, like the old cliche, put the oxygen mask on yourself first and then take care of your family. This is a beautiful little collection to help you with your stress. So simple, so inexpensive, cheaper than going to the spa, cheaper than getting a pedicure. It's just such a great way to take care of yourself. Get rid of the decision fatigue. Now, what I want to talk to you probably the most tonight is about Copa Calm. And Copa Calm is a beautiful blend that we have made, that I created, with the Copaiba Ylang Ylang, sweet orange, lavender, and chamomile. So this little baby is packed with so many great essential oils that helps you. And it really literally works in your brain to calm you down. I love the spray. I love the stick. And I generally take this with me to dental appointments. I take it with me to stressful events, traveling. So I'm going to Copa Calm Down. Copa Calm Down. It's got magnesium in it. This is so good before bedtime, stressful days, while you're working, family chaos. Yes, you can hose your children with it. It is safe for them too. This Copaiba works on the hypothalamus in your brain. It signals your body to shut off the tension mode. Your shoulders are high, your muscles are tense. You're, really having this emotional response to something. Your cortisol is rising. And this is also going to take and give you this blend is going to be perfect for hydrating your skin. You can use it on your neck. You can use it with breathing techniques. You can find a bunch of those online. You can help get rid of a lot of that joint pain, muscle pain, eye twitches, leg cramps. At the same time, you're super relaxing. Even comes in a Dead Sea salt. So think about how to add a Copaiba. Now, this one is such a gem. This is our happiness. And if you've ever used our happiness, put a smiley face down below, a happy face, right? Put a happy face down below. So this is our new hormone essential oil support blend. And I love this little blend that we came up with, which is so good for you. And it's got your lemon, lime, orange, rose, which is really high frequency, ylang ylang, which is so good for hormones, and clary sage to help clear it away. Are you perimenopause and your teenagers are home? Are you menopausal and everybody, maybe your husband's home and for the summer? You guys are traveling together, doing more together. This is like my natural perfume. I wear this all the time. This one is going to be my happy daily. When I'm feeling extra stressed, I'm going to reach for the Copa Calm. I keep this as like an emergency. I don't like to take pills or anything that's going to go through my system. So these especially with the magnesium, is going to help with that normal support of a healthy lifestyle. And of course, that ylang ylang is really, really associated with women and hormones. Now, can guys use this? Absolutely. My husband's like, "You smell so good." I'm like, "It's the happiness." And he likes it when I'm happy, right? Mom ain't happy, nobody's happy. So, happiness is another great way. Now, I'm going to ask you, how much sleep do you get? Can you post down below how many hours of sleep you get a night? Well, I'm just be honest, I'm not going to tell anybody. It's not like it's going to be in the internet forever. There are so many studies that show that poor sleep affects everything. A study done by UCLA researchers discovered that a single night of no sleep can make older adults age quicker. So not only are you grumpy, you're going to look grumpy and your system doesn't have time to recharge. God made for us to sleep. There was a cute little thing on Sesame Street years ago, and it was everybody sleeps. Doggy sleep, kitty sleep, birds sleep, mommy sleep, daddy sleep. Everybody has to sleep, and kids fight it because they don't want to miss out on anything. A little FOMO, right? But adults really need 7 to 9 hours. All right, you guys aren't putting how many hours you are sleeping on here. I'm watching. Nobody's wanting to admit it. 1 in 3 adults do not get the recommended. I go to sleep about the same time every night and wake up the same time every morning. Ron goes to bed at a little bit different time, but that's his circadian rhythms. But sleep disorders cost the US more than $16 billion in medical costs every single year. Heart palpitations, anxiety. So, one way before you go to bed is to use the magnesium sleep blend that we have. It has lavender, orange, and chamomile in the perfect balance. And a spray, a lotion, a dead sea salt, make it part of that routine. Do you remember when I was talking about earlier? Is that if you want to take the stress out of it, you want to take the stress out of your life, you really need to go ahead and get rid of decision fatigue. We don't want to have that decision fatigue. We want to have that routine for the next day. And that routine for us, Ron rubs my feet at night with the magnesium lotion. It's a true story. And so this great product allows you to help your body smell that, and it's going to go, this is the time I go to sleep. This is when I go to sleep. This is my feel good. Get up in the middle of the night, put it back on. If your legs are restless, put it on your legs at night. So the Sleep Tight is going to really help you have a better night's sleep. Also, we have a great book for kids, and this is the children's book that I wrote, and this book is called Jordan Can't Sleep. And I found it really interesting that there are so many children who cannot sleep. And so I did a sight, sound, and aromatherapy experience with our book and our magnesium spray. So this little monster spray is a lavender spray for children, and it's their version of the sleep blend. And so the spray is going, you can read it so that they see the pictures, they hear your voice, and then the aromatherapy of the lavender helps them to sleep better. I don't even know how many books we've sold. We've sold thousands of books. And kids love this, and it becomes a part of their routine about Jordan and how it made her cranky at school, and how she talked to her mom, and how they made a lavender spray at home, which of course you can buy the book. I would say 95% of people buy the book and the spray together. First of all, it's a heck of a deal. But secondly, you want the kids to have that great, safe blended aromatherapy with the magnesium. So something for everybody in the whole family, right? So this summer, take the Jordan Essentials Challenge. Choose one thing to do this week. Maybe it's an earlier bedtime. Maybe apply your magnesium every single night, right? Use Copa Calm daily. Create a family routine. Spend 10 minutes outside. Vitamin D does the body so good. Practice gratitude. I'm a big firm believer. A super close friend of mine taught me a long time ago, where is the gratitude? How to find the gratitude in the season of your life. And then sign up for one of our subscription boxes. Small habits can create big results. And if you'd like to be a part of a positive community of parents and caregivers and aunts and uncles and grandparents, join Jordan Essentials. We have a great join special this month. Talk to your Jordy about being a part of our family, where we are optimistic, where we're here to help change the world one bottle of magnesium at a time. I hope this summer you really focus on more calm, better sleep, more joy, intentional moments, and you don't have to wait for a vacation. Jordan Essentials, when people come to our home office, like, the smell in here is so amazing. And then we also have a great special, which is our peppermint meticulous foot stick. So it's a petty stick that you can use with magnesium and peppermint this summer to have beautiful summer feet for all those adventures you're on for only $5. Again, talk to your Jordy about what's available for you. And really, from my family to yours, I hope that you Copa Calm and essential oil on this summer and have the best summer ever. Do it with intention. Do it with the idea that this summer will never come again. That this summer that I have with my family is the only one I get this year. This is the only 2026 summer that we have. And so I hope you'll enhance that summer using Jordan Essentials, the great essential oils, the tips you've heard tonight. And again, I want to thank you for joining me here on JETV on Behind the Blend with Nancy, where we share all kinds of information to help your life better from my family to yours for 26 years. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night and have an absolutely beautiful summer.